Namaste, this is Vahida here. We'll be doing the Tadasana, that is going on your toes. You can call it mountain pose or you can call it rocket pose. Inhale, take your hands up on your toes and exhaling, come down with your hands down and your feet on the ground. Inhale, hands up, and exhaling, do a forward fold, trying to touch the floor. If not, then you can touch your ankles or shins. One more time, inhale and exhaling down. You can take your head right down if you can. Inhale up and relax. Now we'll be doing the tree pose. So here you will balance on one leg again. Take one leg up, put it on the inner thigh and stand in the prayer pose. Try and take your hand up if you can balance, or you can keep it at your heart center. Slowly inhale and exhale here for a while, as long as you can balance, and then you can bring your leg down and hands down. Do it on the other side. Balance your body weight on one side, take the foot of the other leg and put it in the inner thigh. Take your hands on your heart center and then above your head. Balance yourself here, inhaling and exhaling. Point your gaze at one spot so that you can balance, and then bring your hands and your leg. We can sit down now and do some sitting poses. We are sitting in Vajrasana, the rock pose. Inhale and exhale. Relax yourself. Spine twist. Take your arms up for a spine twist. This is a simple seated spine twist. Inhale. Inhale, arms up, and exhale. Twist your spine, look behind. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And now we will be doing the Baddha Konasana, the cobbler's pose. So for that we'll have to go into the butterfly pose, where you get both your feet, soles of the feet together and clasp them in your hands, spine straight, and flap your knees continuously while breathing in and out. You can keep your eyes closed, as it is also a restorative and a meditative pose. Now we'll get our feet a little bit away from the pelvic and inhaling, exhaling, go down as much as you can with a straight spine. Coming up, inhale, exhale and go down. One more time into the cobbler's pose. Inhale, exhale, inhale and come up. Now go back in Vajrasana by folding your knees and placing the heels under your hips. Seated in Vajrasana, take nice deep breaths and relax here. So here we will do a hero pose, which is similar to Vajrasana, but your heels will be at the side of your hips and your hips will be on the ground. Knees are together. Heels are at the side of your hips. Keep your hands on your knees in Gyan Mudra. Sit for a while over here in the hero's pose, Virasana. Up and come out of the pose. Sit back in Vajrasana. And come in Dandasana. Stretch out your legs. Once again. Going back in Vajrasana for a child pose. Stretch back and then go forward, bend on the floor, head on the floor, hands next to your legs, next to your shins, palms facing upwards. Breathe here. You can have your hands in front of you stretched out and your knees separated. Also, a different way of doing the child pose where you stretch your spine more further. Stay here for a while, inhaling and exhaling. A very good resting pose in between your poses to gain back the energies for more poses. Come up and sit down straight. We now do the cat pose by taking a nice deep inhalation. Let your spine sink down, hips up, and exhaling, put your head in and the hips in and push your spine up. Inhale and exhale. You will look up, let your spine sink down, hips up, and exhaling, put your head in and the hips in and push your spine up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and take a child pose to relax. Coming up again on all your fours. We will go into the downward facing dog pose. So here you will let your hips fly up in the air and try to keep your heels down. This is a three-legged pose where you'll take one leg up and down, the other leg up and bring it down. Once again in the downward facing dog pose, walk your legs a little bit so that your heels go right down each time. Where you'll take one leg up and down, the other leg up and bring it down. Once again in the downward facing dog pose, walk your legs a little bit so that your heels go right down each time. From here we will go into a plank And come on, head in between your arms, pushing back at your navel. Come on your toes and get one step in front of you and try to start getting up from the runner's pose right up into a wide-legged pose. We'll go into the garland pose now by coming a little bit closer, stretching your arms up and seat your hips in between your thighs, pushing your knees with your elbows away from each other, going up again straight and down. Stretching your arms up and seat your hips in between your thighs, pushing your knees with your elbows away from each other, going up again straight and down. Now this is the camel pose, where you will rest your hands on your hips and take a back bend. Just to get ready for it, you will do the half camel pose first by touching one heel and the other hand going up. Exhale. Inhale, take your hand up, go into a slight back bend. Exhaling, bring it down. Do the counter pose of the child pose here. Where your hands are next to your shins. You can come back into the full camel pose now, where your toes are not curled, both your ends are on your heels and your diaphragm is protruding out, coming out back by taking the support of your spine and going back into the counter pose, the child pose. Relax over here by inhaling and exhaling and come up again to Vajrasana. From here we will go into the pigeon pose by taking one leg across the mat in front of you, keeping both your palms at the side of the knees. Stretch your other leg right behind you with the knee and the back of the foot on the floor. Take a nice back bend by looking up and go into the forward bend by keeping your arms in front of you and head on the arms. Inhale and exhale here. Very slowly come up again. And we'll be going into the king pigeon pose by taking your foot into your hands, rotating your arm, taking your arm up, bring your other arm together with this. This is the screaming pigeon by hooking your foot into the elbow and holding it from behind both your hands. You can come out of the pose slowly, exhaling out. And stay in the pigeon pose for a while. Go up on your knees and change your leg to do the repeat of this on the other leg. So once again, your one leg is behind and the other across on your mat, with both your hands next to it, at the side of it, with a nice deep back bend. Inhale and exhaling, go into the forward bend on your folded arms. Relax here for a while. And come up again to the back bend and do the same thing on the other side by hooking your foot in the crux of your elbow Stay there for a while and come out of the pose. So this was the pigeon pose and its variations. You can just do simple pigeon pose or you can go into the variations if you like. And we are now getting ready to go into the bridge poses. This is bridge number 1, where you are holding the ankles, chin is on the neck, and slowly your hips are raising up. Chest is raised as much as you can. Inhaling. Exhaling, bring your full spine down very slowly on the floor. The second bridge is you will put your feet a little away from your hips till your fingertips touch it, and again you will raise your body up. Try to clasp your fingers so that you can raise it slightly more upwards. Let your chin rest on the neck. Inhale and exhaling. Bring your spine down very slowly and let your shoulders come out. We will be doing now thread and needle pose, where you fold your knee and put your ankle on the other knee. Take your hand out from the space in between and hold your shins and pulse it 10 times and bring it down. Do it on the other side. Hold your shins, pulse it 10 times, or you can even do it 20 times, and then bring it down. You can do one more round of this. Thread the needle pose. This pose is very good for sciatica also, for lower back pain also. It is also called a reclined pigeon pose. So now we will be doing the happy baby pose, Anand Balasana. Here you will go into a sleeping butterfly first. Catch your soles by the sides and stretch them out, keeping the knees next to your ribs. You can also sway your body a little bit, rock it from side to side, or keep it straight. Bring your knees down near your ribs as much as you can to release your stress and tensions. This is Crescent Moon pose, where you are in a lunge and you take your hands up and give a nice back bend to your spine. Do the same thing on the other side. So here we are turned to the other side and in the nice lunge forward bend, where you will raise your hands up with a straight spine. Start going down in a forward bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend forward till wherever you can reach. And relax. Firefly pose. You will stretch your legs forward, fold them, and start putting one on top of the other with your feet flexed, feet on top of your knee and the knee on top of your feet. Keep your hands on your knees, and you can even go forward. Walk your hands on the floor and bend forward. Come back. Now we will do the other side in the similar way. Both the shins parallel to each other. Edge of the mat is also parallel. knee on the feet and feet on the knee. Both the feet are flexed. Sit straight, breathe in and out, nice and deep. It's a very relaxing. So sit in Vajrasana with your hips on your heels and your feet are crossed, hands on your knees. And the first one that we'll do is the Uttana Mandukasana, the upright frog. So for that, I will spread my knees. My hands are here, and then they will go up, opening up my lungs and my diaphragm, with my hands going back, touching my shoulder blades. And I breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And I come out of the pose. Back in Vajrasana. Now I will do another variation, which making fist with my hands, keeping on my belly, my abdomen, and I breathe in, breathing out. I slowly compress it and go down with my chin up. Breathe in and breathe out. Another way is putting your left palm on your tummy and your right palm on top of your left. And breathe in and breathing out, compressing it and go down. And up. So this is a seated frog pose called Mandukasana, and there's one frog pose which is the full frog pose, where my knees are separated and my feet also will be out, heels in and toes out. I go on my elbows with my palms or the fingers separated. Straight body, spine is straight, head is straight in the line of the spine. And I inhale and exhale here. There is no body movement here except your inhalation and exhalation. You can have your knees more separated if you can, and still go further. And come out of the pose by getting feet together, heels together, knees together, sitting back in Vajrasana. Here you will do a little bit of forward bend with a spinal twist, head touching the knee. Okay, let's start with our legs apart. So we put our flexed feet into the inner thigh of the other leg, twist the spine and go down, slowly exhaling, coming up. We do it once more and up. Well, now we'll do the similar thing on the other side. So take this leg out straight and fold the other leg and put the flexed foot into the inner thigh. Exhaling, you go down Inhaling, you come up. Straight spine, chest out, and take your hands forward to the toes, spine straight, and see if you can touch the head or the chin to the knee. If not, you can keep it straight. Well, this was the Janu Sirsasana, the reclined spinal twist. There are lots of variations in this, both legs together, folded, straight, or even doing it with single legs, with each leg at a time. Lie down in the T shape, hands shoulder level, raise one leg up and get it across on the other side. Raise it again and bring it down. Inhaling, get it up. Exhaling, bring it down and twist your neck on the opposite side so that it's like squeezing pose. Now we'll be doing it with a folded leg. Raise your leg up and fold from the knee level. Keep it on the other leg and bring the knee down, looking in the opposite side. Get your knee up. Exhaling, bring it down. Raise your knee up, inhale, exhale, fold it and bring it down. Try to touch the floor with the knee if possible. Get your knee up, exhaling, unfold your leg and bring it down. One more variation we'll do. Get your heel on top of the toes and twist in the direction of the top leg. Inhale, exhale, looking in the opposite side always. Inhale, exhale. Here we'll do with both legs wrapping themselves in the eagle pose and get that wrapped up knees down. So the top knee will be down. Just change your position and go in the other side. So this is the eagle wrap spine twist. Now we'll do with both legs together. Use your core energy to bring both the knees down together and unfold them down. Fold them again. Take it up and go on the other side doing the same thing. Always twist your neck in the opposite side. Inhale and get the knees up together. Now we will just do the simple, getting the knees on the side, stacked on each other, toes, feet stacked on each other. So you'll inhale and take it down, exhaling, bring it down. And now lie down in Savasana. Enjoyed your good spinal twist, the therapeutic massaging twist. It's a beautiful pose, letting yourself go and relax. Use Savasana, the corpse pose. Here your body will cool down and rest and relax totally. So keep your feet away from each other. Let your toes fall out. Your hands are also away from your body with your palms facing the ceiling. See that there is no curve in the spine or in the neck. Everything is flat on the mat. Let your spine sink into the floor. You will now scan your full body from your toes to your skull. Inhaling and exhaling nice and deep and relaxing each and every part of your body from the toes to your skull. And when we are done, we come out from the right side and sit down. Here we are doing some friction on the palms by rubbing the palms together and cupping the eyes for it to get some rest. And that's the end of the session. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Anyone can yoga. Namaste.